Hello children. So today once again I'm here with a new video for you all, and in this video I'm going to discuss about Earth as a planet. Okay, so first of all, when we say Earth as a planet, we are talking about all the planets in our solar system, right? Earth is one of those planets. So in this video, we are going to discuss about all the topics under this. And before I continue with this video, I want to remind you once again, please do subscribe the channel, okay? And also don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get the notifications regarding if any video is uploaded on the channel. You will get the information about it, right? And one more thing, you should share the link of this video with your friends and classmates, right? So let's continue with it. First of all, when we talk about Earth in the solar system especially, Earth is the only planet that supports life. 70% of its total area is covered by water, and so it is also called many times as a blue planet or also as a watery planet. This is the reason, right? Because why blue planet? Because from the space, when the pictures are taken of the Earth, always you will find it is bluish color because of the large area, okay, underwater. Because of that, it gives a blue color to this planet. Next thing is the solar system. When we talk about solar system, solar means related to sun. Okay, solar system is simply, we can say that it is the family of sun. And the chief members of the solar system are, first of all, the most important one is sun. And we know very well that sun is a star. What about the other family members? These are planets. In total, 8 planets we are having, right? And satellites, asteroids, comets, and meteorites. These are the chief members of the solar system. Now, out of the total 8 planets, Earth is the third planet. Okay, starting from the very beginning, when we talk about all these planets, you can see here the sun is here on the left side. The first planet we get is Mercury, then Venus. Third planet is our Earth. Then fourth planet is Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These are all 8 planets we have in our solar system. Now, you can see one very important thing here. Earth is neither very close to sun nor it is too far. So what is the effect on it? The effect directly we can see on the temperature condition of Earth, right? It is neither too hot and nor it is too cold. Now, what about the shape of the Earth? You know, shape of the Earth, generally we say it is a spherical shape, right? But always you should keep in mind one very important thing. It is not a perfect sphere. It is a spherical, but not a perfect sphere. Now, what is a perfect sphere? Basically, you can take the example of any balls when we play, suppose normal footballs and all. You will find that from the center, if we take the radius of that ball, every side we are going to get the same radius, right? Or the other way we can say the diameter on any angle or any side, diameter will be the same. But in the case of Earth, it is not that. Earth is basically, its shape has been given the name, it is oblate spheroid. Okay, oblate spheroid means it is bulging out at the equator. Okay, along the equator a little bit it is bulging out, and it is flattened at the 2 poles. And it is basically due to the rotational movement of Earth. Okay, the 2 movements are there, rotation and revolution. So it is basically believed that it is due to the rotational movement of Earth on its own axis, which causes the centrifugal force to get originated. And this centrifugal force has resulted into this shape of Earth what we are having at present, which can be called as oblate spheroid. And one term has been given to this complete thing. The shape of Earth has been defined in total just in one word, okay, and that is geoid. Geoid. Geoid is a word which literal meaning of which is earth shaped. And by geoid, just one word, we can easily clear all the things about the shape of earth. This is the actual shape of earth. You can see at the two poles it is little flattened, and over the equator it is bulging out, right? Now when we talk about the shape of earth, first of all, since beginning people have been thinking that in the ancient times people were thinking that the earth is a flat surface body and it's not a spherical body, right? But with time, with various studies, it was found that earth is not a flat surface body, it is a spherical body. Okay, it is round. And what were the evidences that were given in support of this fact? You can see all these evidences one by one. Now, the first evidence given here in support of the shape of earth being spherical, first evidence is sighting of a ship. Now, children, you must have yourself also, you must have felt many times, you must have experienced when you go to any of the coastal areas, right, and you get a chance to see a ship which is coming towards the coast from the seaside or the ocean side, the ship is coming towards you, towards the coast. What do you find? Have you ever noticed this? First of all, you are able to see the just the uppermost part of it. That is called mast. Okay. Then slowly and slowly as it comes towards you, you'll find a little more you are able to see. Right? The deck of the ship is also visible. And then as it comes closer, you are able to see the funnel, and finally you are able to see the complete ship as a whole. Right? Now, how is that possible? If the ship is moving on a flat surface body, just see the second picture. On a flat surface body, wherever you are, if you try to see the ship, you will be able to see the entire ship altogether at once. But it is not happening. In actual, you are getting this type of condition, the first picture, which you can see. And this again, it proves that the earth is not a flat surface body, but it is a spherical body, right? So this evidence is called as sighting of a ship. Next evidence which is given in support of it is the Bedford level experiment. Now, in England, there was one canal which was being constructed, and when this construction was going on, always we do several surveys for that purpose, okay, to check the level of land, right? For construction of canals, for construction of roads and all, we always do the survey. And when this survey was being done, from one end, from one side, when the person tried to see the poles which were placed at almost a distance of 5 kilometers, he noticed that he was not able to see the other poles, right? Just a few poles he was able to see, and he found that the first pole was a little lower and second and third pole were a little higher, and after that he could not see the other poles behind that. Now once again it comes to the fact that when the poles which are placed, right, all these poles are of the same height, okay, and the surface which was ready for the canal, that surface was totally plain surface, then how is this possible that only the second and third poles are visible and not the other poles after that? It is only possible when the surface over which the poles are standing, this surface is a curved surface. If it is a plane surfaced area. You can see the other condition, right? In the second case, if the plane surfaced area is there and it is a flat surface body, no curve is there, right? What will happen? The person trying to see all the poles from one side, he would be able to see all the poles in one line, but it is not. In actual, he found the first condition, right? And this again proves as one evidence. We can take this as one strong evidence which proves that the earth is a curved, or you can say spherical body, right? Not a flat surface body. Now come to the next one. Next evidence is regarding the pole star. First of all, you should know what is pole star. Pole star in Hindi generally we call it as Dhruv Tara. आपने सबने सुना भी होगा ध्रुव तारा. It is one of the brightest stars in the sky, right? And you know, since ancient times, people used to take it as one of the methods to find out the direction. With the help of the pole star, we can easily say which side we are having north. Okay. So whenever a person, and these days also, when we are not having all those advanced instruments what we have these days, if we are not having any such instrument and we are going through a desert area, so if we want to search for the direction, which direction we are moving, so for that, this is the best way. If we are at the night time, we have to search for the direction. Pole star is the best way to find out the direction, at least in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Now, what is pole star? It is directly, you can say it is forming 90-degree angle above the north pole of Earth. Okay. If we take the axis of Earth and let's draw a line, okay, straight away from the north pole towards the upside, you will find the pole star is connected with the north pole. That means it is exactly 90-degree at the north pole of the earth. Now, if we take this as an evidence, how do we prove? Regarding this, one thing you should understand, children. Over the north pole, just now I was telling you, over the north pole it is forming 90-degree angle. But as we move away from the north pole, right, towards the equator, in any direction, we may move along on the earth's surface from the north pole towards the equator, you will find the angle formed by the pole star, right? The light which is coming from the pole star is actually reaching on the earth's surface at different angles, right? And this angle is getting reduced. North pole, it is always 90-degree. As we move towards the equator, it gets less and less. And over equator, it is almost 0-degree. Okay? But taking the other condition, if Earth is a flat surface body, what will happen in that case? You can see whether it is 90-degree north, or you can say the north pole, over that also it is going to form the 90-degree angle, right? If it is falling over the 67.5 degrees north latitude, again it is falling as a right angle only, okay, 90-degree. Again, if we talk about 45 degrees north latitude, over that also the light coming from the pole star will fall at 90-degree. So this again proves, children, in actual we are not getting this condition which is explained in the first picture, but in actual we are getting this condition, and hence it is proved again according to the second picture that Earth is a curved, you can say the surface of Earth is curved, and this proves that it is a spherical body, not a flat surface body. Now let's talk about one more evidence. You must have heard about the satellites, right? Artificial satellites I am talking of. Different countries have launched their own satellites, and the purpose is actually for different purposes. You can say for the education purpose, also for communication facilities also are provided by the satellites, for different research and various studies also. Satellite pictures help a lot. Now, when we have taken the satellite pictures from the space, okay, in all the satellite pictures that were taken from the space from various satellites, all the different satellites, always the Earth was shown as a round shaped body. You can take a few examples. These are the satellite pictures, right? Just the two examples I have shown you here. But any picture you can take. Any picture of Earth which is taken by the satellites, always you will find the Earth is a spherical body in that. Now, how is that possible? That any object which has got a cuboid shape, right, or a cubical shape, but its picture is always it is round shape in the big picture. It's not possible. So once again, this proves that the Earth is a spherical shaped body, right? Any object can have a picture with a round shape only when the object itself is a spherical body, right? So this again proves that the Earth is a spherical shaped body. Now let's talk about one more evidence, which is lunar eclipse. Now there are two eclipses, if you know about it: solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse means Chandra Grahan. चंद्र ग्रहण भी दो तरह के होते हैं. One is called the total lunar eclipse, the other is called partial lunar eclipse. When total lunar eclipse we talk about, total means the moon is not at all visible to us. That means the entire moon is covered by the shadow of Earth, right? If it is fully covered, we are not able to see the moon at all. Okay, so in the total lunar eclipse we don't get a clear idea, but whenever you see the picture of a partial lunar eclipse, okay, always you will find the shadow of Earth which falls on the moon is always curved, right? You can see the two pictures I have shown you here. In these pictures you can see a very clear idea you will get by this. This is moon, okay, right? Moon is the lighted part and some part of it is covered by shadow of Earth. Now, if here what we are talking of, you should listen to this very carefully. If the shadow of Earth which is falling over moon is curved, you can see here, the shadow which is falling is curved, right? In both the cases, or if any picture you can take of the partial lunar eclipse, you will find the shadow is curved. So it again proves that the shadow of the Earth which is curved, that means the actual object is itself a spherical body, right? Any flat surface body, any cuboid body cannot have a spherical shaped, or you can say a curved shadow, right? It cannot have a curved shadow. Only the spherical shaped body can have a curved shadow, which we can see in the case of Earth, right? The shadow of Earth is curved, and that proves again that the Earth is a spherical body, right? Now let's talk about one more evidence, which is called circular horizon. First of all, what is horizon? Horizon, you must have noticed also many times, if you go out in an open area, right? At times you will find that I'm talking of those areas where no buildings are there and no such obstacles are there in between. Okay, तो वहां पे आपको क्या दिखेगा? वहां suppose a land is there, vast land area, right? And you will find there is an imaginary line where it seems that the sky and the earth both are meeting, right? That is actually the horizon. Horizon is not any actual thing, right? Horizon is totally, you can say, imaginary. Now, what to do with the horizon in this case? Horizon basically is when we try to see from a flat surface, suppose from the earth only, right? Suppose we are standing anywhere and we try to see the horizon. If you notice, you will find the horizon which we can see is round, circular horizon. Moreover, that circular horizon is also to a limited distance we can see, right? But as we go higher up, suppose first you can take this, point. Okay. From here, as we go higher up, this point y, at this point, as we go at a higher altitude, from there we try to see the horizon again, we are able to see a larger area. Okay, the horizon has increased. Clear? Once again, that is circular horizon, but it's covering a larger area. Again, if we try to see to the horizon from even higher altitude, suppose we have taken this x point. Okay, from this height we are trying to see the horizon. Now we are able to see a larger area, right? And that also circular. So this again proves that Earth is a curved surface body, right? You can take the other case. If Earth is a flat surface body, you can see just like a cuboid, if the Earth is, you can take the condition in this case. What happens then? Suppose from the plane surface, if we are trying to see the horizon, we are able to see till this point. Okay, this is the horizon. Again, if we go to a higher altitude, suppose at y height we have reached and we are trying to see the horizon, we are able to see the same horizon. Again, if we move further to even a higher altitude, again we are able to see the same horizon, and it is not circular, right? So what is it? This is actually possible only in the case of the cuboid body, when we are having the same horizon from whatever height we go. But in actual, it is not happening. In actual, we are getting this condition, right? In actual, if you can try by yourself, and you will experience the same thing. And this again supports this fact. This is a strong evidence once again that we are there on a planet which has got a spherical shape. Okay, so this is another evidence to prove the shape of Earth. One more evidence has been actually given by Magellan, right? Magellan was an explorer, and he used to travel a lot, and on one of the voyage when he started, he found that from a point when he started moving, and he went on moving the same direction, he found that at a particular point of time, right, he reached at the same place from where he had started. And this is called, because he moved along the circumference of Earth, right? That is why this is called as circumnavigation. And Magellan found this first of all in 1511, and since that time all these studies are going on, and it is also taken as one of the evidences which proves that Earth is a spherical body. If it is a flat surface body, it will have an end, right? The edge of it is going to be the end of it. So it can never happen that the line which we are drawing on, suppose a cuboid, right? It is coming back on this at the same point from where we had started. It is only possible line, I am saying, because just here we are talking about the travel, the voyage which was started by Magellan. Okay, the point from where he had started, he came back at the same point after a certain period of time. And this is again taken as an evidence to prove this, that Earth is a spherical shaped body. Now, one more evidence, sunrise and sunset. What is new about it? But yes, here we are talking about it as an evidence. How? If you take on one side the curved surface of Earth, right? Always we find that the sunrise and sunset time, okay, because the Earth is moving on its own axis, right? It is a spherical shaped body and it is moving on its own axis. Every place is having its own time of sunrise and sunset. That means you will find the time of sunrise and sunset changes at different places, right? But if we take a flat surface body, whenever there is sunrise, everywhere on the flat surface body, sun will be visible at the same time. And when the sunset is going on, everywhere the people will experience the same time sunset. But in actual, that is not the case. In actual, this is the condition what we can see in this picture. Because of the round shape of the earth, some part of the earth is even not getting the sun rays. When on one side of the earth we are experiencing daytime, we are getting the sun rays, the other side of it, it's totally dark, right? So as the earth keeps on moving, the sunrise and sunset time also keeps varying at different places, different longitudes. Okay, this again proves that the earth is a round shaped, or you can say the spherical shaped body. Okay. One more point has been given by some of the people in support of this fact that the earth is a heavenly body. So what? If it is a heavenly body, so how we can say it is a spherical shaped body? So what we can say in support of it? Basically, you should understand, if you try to see all the heavenly bodies what we have, especially in the solar system, if you take, most of the heavenly bodies are spherical in shape. So it is believed, right? It is assumed that because most of the heavenly bodies, especially all the planets, are spherical in shape, so Earth is also a spherical shaped body, right? So this is another point which is actually added in support of it. Now let's talk about Earth as a planet. Now let's talk about the Earth as a planet. Basically, Earth is a round object that we all know. It moves around the sun and it is getting the light from the sun. Okay, first point. Second point is that all the planets, right, including Earth, they all move around the star, or you can say the sun, in a fixed orbit, right? Fixed path, which is called as its orbit. Now, when we talk about the shape of Earth as an oblate spheroid, first of all, if you remember in the earlier part of this video, I have mentioned that Earth is a spherical body, right? But it is oblate spheroid. Now, what does that mean? That means the diameter of the Earth varies at the pole and the equator. At the two poles, if we draw the diameter connecting the two poles, and if we draw a diameter on the equator, you will find a difference in the length of the diameter. And what is it? On equator, if you see the diameter, the equatorial diameter, it is a little more. It is exactly 12,756 kilometers. This is the diameter of Earth. But when we talk about the polar diameter connecting the two poles, that is 12,714 kilometers. So there is a complete difference of 42 kilometers between the two diameters, and this proves again that Earth has got an oblate spheroid shape, not a perfect sphere. Now, when we talk about Earth as a home of humankind or the living beings, first of all, the Earth has got green vegetation, blue-green oceans, islands, streams, rivers, land masses, okay? Land masses which include continents, mountains, ice caps and deserts, coldest part, warmest part, right? All these things we can find on Earth. There are, along with this, certain features that make it habitable. The most important thing is that it has water on it. First. Number two is it has got all essential gases in the atmosphere which are required for the living beings, for their survival. Then number three is the optimum temperature. Because of such a position, right? It is neither too close to sun nor it is too far off from the sun. So it has got an optimum temperature condition, which is again suitable for maximum living beings. And another thing is the green vegetation, which we were discussing just now. So all these features make it a habitable planet where the life can survive.